You're in the middle of a high-stakes negotiation when you suddenly realize the spark that used to be your greatest weapon has let you down again. Lately, the mental dexterity you reliably leaned on feels just a bit slower. Today, I want to talk about a molecule currently generating massive interest in the research world for its potential to break through that creeping energy slump, a mitochondrial peptide called MOTS-c. Hello again, it's Dr. Hanz here. While my priority is always the safety and efficacy of FDA-approved protocols, I am committed to keeping you at the forefront of the emerging medical frontier. There's a specific kind of frustration that hits right around age 40. You realize that while your experience is at its peak, your operating system is starting to lag. Public interest in MOTS-c has spiked over the last couple of years because it is being extensively studied as a potential therapeutic agent for vitality. When we think of energy, we usually think in terms of output, how much do I have? But biologically, the critical question is efficiency. How well is my body producing and using that energy? That process is managed by your mitochondria. Most people know them as the powerhouse of the cell. That's true, but they're also sophisticated signaling hubs, helping your body decide how to allocate resources and maintain balance under pressure. MOTS-c is a 16 amino acid peptide that actually originates inside these mitochondria. It's what we call a mitokine, a precision messenger that travels to your cell's nucleus during metabolic stress to reboot your gene expression. Most high performers try to solve energy problems with more caffeine, but you can't espresso your way out of a cellular power leak. This is where MOTS-c works by activating a pathway called AMPK, one of your body's key metabolic regulators. By influencing your internal folate cycle, it forces your cells to stop storing fuel and start using it. The foundational study in Molecular Cell demonstrated that MOTS-c can improve insulin sensitivity and glucose uptake. In practical terms, this means your brain and muscles more reliably get the fuel they need. For someone in a high-demand role that shows up as more stable focus, fewer energy dips, and better cognitive endurance. It's important to clarify, while the biology is compelling, we are discussing the bleeding edge of the near future. Most of what we know comes from robust preclinical and animal studies. Unlike the established peptides I discuss on this channel, we haven't seen published human clinical trials for injectable MOTS-c just yet. It remains an investigational molecule. We are looking at its potential, not yet recommending its clinical use. However, the data we do have is incredible. Preclinical research suggests MOTS-c may influence pathways involved in muscle regulation, including myostatin, and significantly increase endurance. Even in late-life trials, it has shown the ability to increase physical capacity. This could provide the stamina to walk off a 14-hour flight and go straight into a presentation with your A game. Possibly sooner than we think, MOTS-c could help you build a body that keeps up with the demands of your career. Beyond just energy, researchers are seeing potential cardiovascular protection and even neurological benefits. A 2026 study showed that MOTS-c improves mitochondrial performance in the muscles without causing extra oxidative exhaust. It's a cleaner burning fuel. In humans, we already know that exercise naturally spikes your own endogenous MOTS-c levels, which correlates directly with less body fat and better insulin health. This is why MOTS-c is often called an exercise mimetic. During seasons where you can't spend your usual hours at the gym, it may eventually help support your metabolic health and maintain the benefits of your previous training. It's about sustainability, keeping your metabolic engine ready to rev, even when your calendar is working against you. To be clear, this isn't a shortcut or a substitute for the fundamentals like sleep and diet. It's part of a larger shift in how we think about performance. Instead of asking, how do I push harder? The better question is, how do I make the system more efficient? For high performers, that distinction matters. MOTS-c is just one of the exciting ways peptides are heading, giving us a window into how we might soon influence the aging process with professional guidance. Peak performance is a multi-front battle. If you're looking for a comprehensive strategy to regain your edge, personally or for your organization, let's talk. I'm Dr. Hanz. See you at the top.